You've never had a single poke.
No poke, but now that and now I'm like, okay, well, people already think that I've had it, so I'm already winning.
You do kind of have Botox face, and I say that with a compliment.
That is so interesting, but I guess it's like you can't see yourself clearly because I only see wrinkles.
Yeah, it's also like a bit of a filler thing too. It's you're giving Jigsaw.
I do not. I was just about to be like, I do not give filler. I give like hollow.
Yeah. Well,
Sleepy hollow. Yeah. Oh no. Greg. I thought this was a duet. Oh, so you're just gonna sing all the parts? Those are not the right sounds. Can you hear me? Bonk.
Welcome to Miss Thing. I'm Greg.
And I'm Tim. And this is a podcast that celebrates and appreciates the Miss Things of the past, present, and future.
Yeah, in every episode, we take a key moment from our Miss Thing storied career and do what we do best, which is make it all about us. You have a cheeky little smile on your face.
I think I was just, licking my lips.
I know.
And then I became aware of it, so then it was a whole thing.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Tim, how are you? Jamie Kern Lima. Have you seen that?
Is this Love Island?
Wait, no. Okay. We have not talked about this, by the way, and it's 10 months too late.
Okay.
But have you not seen the podcast episode with Meghan Markle? That like Jamie Kern Lima's her name?
Never heard of her.
Yeah, and she's like this billionaire who sold her company, and then she like now has all these like really, really famous people on her podcast.
I was thinking of, doesn't Bill Gates' ex have like a podcast as well?
I don't think, well, these are the people we're sort of in the space with. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just thought maybe you would see that because I love it, like all love and light to everyone else in our industry. But it is just so
to everyone
amazing.
At our equal income level.
We also are billionaires in this sort of in this fight together.
We rent out this apartment just to like make us look more relatable.
Totally. But it's just so it's the best intro to a podcast. And she goes, Megan, how are you?
Listen, this is something that is going to be controversial, but I don't think it's controversial at all. I like Meghan Markle.
Oh, she's got a likability to her for sure.
Well, I don't think I feel like I'm like one of like, if there's 100 people in a room, I'm the one person who likes Meghan Markle and everyone else doesn't like her.
Sure.
And I'm out here saying that I feel like in 20 years' time, we'll look back and it's the same way that Princess Diana was treated at a certain point.
Sure. I think there will be movies and TV series about her in 20 years that she's producing herself and starring in that are sort of like revising what happened.
My thing is, I think William and Kate are the villains.
Oh, they're spooky. They're wearing it on their faces and their heads.
They're the villains.
Totally.
But I also don't know if it's like I'm more attracted to Meghan and Harry, and I believe pretty people.
Okay, we've got to move right on from that. But yes, I kind of tend to agree. That's why we have so many fans.
Yeah.
Should we do a quick round of gay name or straight name? You know what? Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Gay name or straight name? Summer 2025.
Okay. John.
Straight. Painfully straight. Midwestern.
I would say John to me evokes like there's two different types of Johns that you can meet in the world.
Okay.
There is the John who's just like a little too much personality, and you don't think because his name's John, you know?
Right.
And it's like, it's a little bit like, okay, like, we get it, John. Like, you're here, you're queer, you're here to stay.
Yeah, it's very like Jazz Hands John.
Yes.
Like,
exactly. And you're like
the creature in Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and they're
like spits the venom on you.
It's like, I'm John without an H, you know?
Oh, John without an H, for sure.
And then there's the other type of John you can meet in the wild, which is a straight John, and there's no personality.
Yeah.
It's
And
like
that's
you don't
John
know
with
which
an
John
H.
you're going to get. Yeah.
I think across the board,
Yeah.
John with an H, straight, obviously.
Yeah.
John, no H, bi.
Yeah.
But Jonathan, gay.
Oh, yeah.
Regal,
Yeah.
Regal gay.
Yeah.
And Johnny, messy gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but John with an H,
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah. You want him on your work team. You want to get a work email from John with an H.
Totally.
Yeah.
You want him leading your team's
Exactly.
meeting.
You're like, John, just tell me where I need to be. I'll show up. I trust you.
I take that John.
Yeah.
And I raise you a Sean.
Okay. I'm going to say Sean is straight.
Okay, see, I was on the it's similar
Yeah.
to John.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean, SHAWN,
Yeah.
so gay,
I think I'm the SEAN.
is gay.
No. That's straight.
That's straight.
That's straight.
Yeah,
And then
Connery, you've got there's something
but then
about
the
that.
other Sean is so like
West Hollywood,
West Hollywood.
Blonde.
Oh, yes.
Blonde Sean.
Yeah. And he's also someone who you like, for me, I'm like, when I meet a gay Sean, there's like this part of me that I'm like, okay, we're going to hook up.
Yeah, we're gonna get blackout,
Yeah,
and then
we're
I'm
gonna
gonna need
hook
to
up.
get tested
Yeah,
next week.
yeah. It will never happen. But,
Right.
But I think when I meet, when our hands touch and we say hello and
Yeah.
he doesn't remember me, I'm like, we're going to hook up.
There's an electricity to Sean, SHAWN. He's so Sean, so puka shells.
So, it fulfills so like Eric Von Detten vibes.
Yeah, Ryan Cabrera to
Yeah.
me.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Someone you fantasize about when you weren't out, and you're like,
Sure.
Sean. Sean is so who you put a heart on your notebook. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. And you hope that it's the gay one, not the. Yeah.
No, SEAN. All bets are off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack is gay.
Just Jack.
I say, you know, I hesitate because I have a very close
Yeah.
person in my life named Jack who is painfully straight.
Yeah.
And because I know him,
Yeah.
I'm going with gay.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
Yeah. Jack is the person who's always going to Coachella, who's going to any music festival.
Yeah.
They're in no clothes.
Well, they went down the hill to fetch a pail of water, you know, with Jill, who's their beard.
Oh, and Jill is
Jill
in
is
my
Jack's
opinion,
beard.
Jill is like such lesbian coded.
Yeah.
So lesbian coded.
Yeah, they're like, what are those?
Yeah.
What are the couples that are like together that
Yeah.
are
like beard couples? I don't know.
like
Yeah.
lavender couple?
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
and Jill,
Jill.
the original lavender
Yeah.
couple, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, one more.
Okay.
Ethan.
I'm gonna say Ethan is straight.
Wow, I
You're gonna
kind
say.
of agree with you.
Ethan to me is so your little brother. Is so pesky. Is so like get out of my room. And so like when you say the name Ethan, you're always like, Ethan! Enough.
Wow. See, I think
And that to me is straight behavior.
That
it's like,
is straight
It is
behavior.
so like drives you up a wall and you're
Uh-huh.
like, Ian, I just need a break.
to me, I don't think pesky brother. I think sensitive heartthrob in high school, long hair.
You're thinking Lizzie McGuire.
I'm thinking Jared Leto, my so-called life, kind of.
Okay.
I'm thinking like he's kind of like artsy. He like writes poetry,
Yeah.
kinda, and you're like maybe he definitely like could experiment with men,
Yeah.
but he's ultimately straight and will marry his high school sweetheart.
Yeah, I think it's time we get into Dodd Mom Sauce.
I would agree. Dodd Mom Sauce, a.k.a. Doll of the Day, Mother of the Moment, Sister of the Second. Our first
and most famous.
segment where we take a person, place, or thing that we are currently super obsessed with.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to go first.
Please.
You and I actually both have finally dipped our toes in this water, but my Dodd Mom Sauce this week is...
Women.
Oh, well, not in a while,
Yeah.
that's for sure. But AMC A-List.
Right.
I finally have bit the bullet. For whatever reason...
Wait, I thought you had is this your first month?
This is my first month.
Wait, this is my first month. I thought that you were a long timer. This is our.
No, we've talked about this. You
knew that
actually joined first.
That is so but I thought that you had like already been an A-lister for a long time, or you had paused it and come back. I didn't realize we're both A-listers for the first time.
For the first
I don't know why I'm so like, oh, we're like sisters.
I know we are, and yet I continue to ask you to go to things, and every single time you say, nope, unavailable.
No, I feel like you'll be like, last night I went to see this movie, and then I'm like, well, I wasn't available.
Well, see, yeah. A-list is... Oh, yeah, I do tend to invite you the day after. You should have come.
You should have. I just knew you would be working.
Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing. So I love movies, and I love a bargain. So I don't know what's taken me so long.
Yeah.
And it's like... I'm famously the type of person that's like, I want to see that, but like, I'm not willing to pay for it. And like... AMC A-List is literally cheaper than going to the movies once.
Also, AMC A-List sponsor us.
Absolutely. We will sing your praises. I am loving your service. I love what you provide. I love being able to book things ahead of time or even last minute with no fees in premium formats for no upcharge.
This is sort of my famous thing, which is I feel like people do invite me to movies a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm... famous.
Well, you tend to go with other people
at times that are like the busy times. They'll be like Saturday night at 7, and it's like, well, I have plans at 7. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so then like I feel like I want and that's your one shot, and then you miss that movie, and that's the unfortunate thing is like you are going to see Fantastic Four. I am out of town this weekend. Yeah. I am so sad, and I just am like, well, now I'll never see that movie. You get one shot, one opportunity. And if you're not available, you're fucked. Yeah. Like it's just like, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go see that at a different time, and that time never comes.
Right. And this is our 8-mile like rap battle at the end where we talk about that. No, I've seen already several films. I've had it for a week and a half,
I know.
2 weeks. I've seen Superman, Jurassic Park, and I've seen famously Eddington.
Okay, I've seen one. Do you know what I've seen?
No, you did. You actually haven't told me.
I know.
What have you seen?
Mine's like it's like kind of like shows our tastes. You know? I saw Sorry Baby.
I was actually considering seeing it because I can see up to 4 a week, and now I'm sort of like, veering off course. I
highly recommend.
And no, I mean, again, it's like a good use of my time. I have there is life after Love Island. It seems I have all these hours back.
Yeah.
And I need to fill them with something, with more content. And I think this is a little bit better for my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it requires some exercise. You have to like get out of your house.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in your car.
Well, it's good for me because I am famously going through like one of the deepest depressions of my life. So yeah, if anyone has any like ideas about how to get out of that, please reach out.
I think AMC A-List is the first step.
Yeah, totally. Well, it gets me out of the house so I can isolate in public instead of at home. Well, Tim, enough about me. What's your dad mom sauce?
My dad mom sauce is again some friends of mine.
Oh.
Which is this past Sunday, there was like a potluck at my friend Katie's. Famously, you've met Katie actually.
Yeah, that is interesting. We're close.
Yeah, and Katie's going to a Jesus Christ Superstar with us.
Love that.
But we were having dinner. It was like a big group of people, so where it's like people are having conversations across the table. And my friend Jackie, who's now an avid listener of the pod, she just told me, obsessed.
Love that. Once we hook our talons in you.
And she leans over to me at one point and whispers, "Did you get Botox?" And when I tell you, and I thought she was doing a bit, but she was whispering because she really believed that I had gotten Botox. Wow. And then Katie overheard and was like, "Oh my God, I was thinking the same thing." And so when I tell you I have not come down off that high, if you want to come out of a depression, that right there.
Wow, that's such a compliment.
Such a compliment.
It could feel backhanded in certain situations.
Maybe. But then I thought, because I was like, wait, does it look better? And she was like, no, I just actually, like, ever since I've known you, I've always sort of thought
Whoa.
So I
your
was
face
like-
is so frozen.
So my face is frozen.
well, it's like whenever I tell a joke, that's like I look over, no
that's
response.
Why it looks like I have Botox because I never laugh or smile.
So
Yeah.
I had to just assume that you had it. That
Well,
your
I
face
know
is
everyone out
completely
there is
frozen.
listening, but so for some, I have not gotten Botox, and so for someone to say that genuinely, I mean, you're my dad mom sauce immediately.
Yeah, you've never had a single poke.
No poke, but now that and now I'm like, okay, well, people already think that I've had it, so I'm already winning.
You do kind of have Botox face, and I say that with a
is-
compliment.
That is so interesting, but I guess it's like you can't see yourself clearly because I only see wrinkles.
Yeah, it's also like a bit of a filler thing too. It's you're giving Jigsaw.
I do not. I was just about to be like, I do not give filler. I give like hollow.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Sleepy hollow. Yeah,
Ichabod Crane.
yeah. For sure. Okay.
Well, with that,
Let's go to a break.
Great.
Yeah.
we're back, and it's time for our Miss Thing of the week.
And this, let's get right into it. Our
Yeah.
Miss Thing is
Jamie
Jamie
Lee
Lee
Curtis.
Curtis, the ultimate scream queen. In
Yeah.
the pantheon of scream queens, she
Yeah.
is at the tippity top.
I mean, a generational scream queen. I mean,
Yeah.
her mother is Janet Leigh,
Yeah.
the original scream queen from Psycho.
And then she
scream
superseded
queen,
her.
hard to say.
It is.
Yeah, say
Not for
that
me.
to-
No.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I just saw her like ranking, and I think there should be a movie of like her, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Wow,
Neve Campbell.
Neve Campbell, who you know, I just absolutely
Yeah.
future Miss Thing. I'm
I
obsessed
know.
with.
I can't believe we haven't done her. Yeah.
Well, Scream hasn't come. We're
Yeah.
waiting. We're
Yeah,
waiting
yeah,
for the next
exactly.
Scream.
Okay, but Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Halloween.
Halloween, all of the Halloweens.
The many,
Yeah.
many sequels.
But then there's also Trading Places, True Lies, my mother's favorite, Christmas with the Kranks. Maybe the best title of all time.
my mother's favorite, Freaky Friday. Just kidding. She's never seen
Actually,
it.
though, the original Freaky Friday with Jodie Foster. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, it's so good. And that is my mom. I remember my mom showing that to me. So anyways, you should see it. Everyone
Love
should watch
that.
the original Freaky Friday with their mom because it's actually wholesome bonding time.
Yeah, I feel, well, that's another, speaking of generational, I feel
Yeah.
like every generation has their Freaky Friday,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
including this current generation with Freakier Friday, which is coming out very soon. And that's why we're doing
Yeah.
this. Not to mention also Oscar winner
Yes.
for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And she was just in The Last Showgirl with Pamela Anderson.
Right.
She is sort of a force of nature.
Totally.
And it seems like from the outside in, like, or from the outside is what I'm trying to say. Like, everyone just loves her who meets her. It just feels like everyone immediately is just like, oh, I want to be best friends with you. You make me feel safe.
Yes.
It's sort of like my energy.
Oh, sure. Well, that's debatable, but yeah, the two
yeah,
of you, I would
yeah.
never like to see the two of you in a room. I wouldn't be able to get a word in edgewise.
She's definitely like my haircut icon.
Yeah, your style inspo. Yeah, she gives incredible
I
interview.
love yogurt. So does Jamie.
Yeah. I mean, her most important role
Yeah.
as the spokesperson for Activia.
Activia.
Jamie Lee Activia Curtis, title of app.
Yes.
And Activia, by the way, sponsor us because every generation needs an Activia spokesperson, and I think we're aging into
And
that
as
one.
I use Jamie as my style inspiration in every regard. I think I am owed the Activia commercial spot.
Right,
you know?
and I use Jamie's diet and gut health as my sort of North Star.
Yeah, and every time you're around me, you scream.
For an Activia.
Yeah.
That's on my rider.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when we do the Miss Thing tour, the global stadium tour,
We just want a
coming
big
soon.
tub of Activia.
Yeah, the only thing I request on my rider is a bathtub
Yeah.
full of Activia. The Selena Gomez style
Yeah.
nacho cheese tub. And you're Betty BONK.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, hey, Greg. I want to make I want to make sure you're ready for the show. So I just and then I have just like little gloops leading up to the toilet or to the tub.
Well, I mean, there's regularity if you choose.
Who knows if that's coming from you or from?
I'm me sitting in a tub. But it's also a bubble here and there.
The other thing is like in the same way that Nicole Kidman did the AMC, we're AMC coded today. Those commercials, I'm like, this Jamie Lee Curtis, why would you not, like, she is synonymous with Activia. She should, every year, you should be re-upping that contract.
Absolutely. I think that's the easiest 100 million you could make.
Yeah. Okay, wait, no, but this is actually a very serious question I have for you.
Please.
What is your favorite brand of yogurt?
Chobani.
Chobani.
Right.
Chobani Girls for Life.
Chobani, and that's definitely
the
our
name
first
of our
son's
first child.
name. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm feeling Chobani.
That's screaming for Chobani.
Chobani's Room. That's very. Was there a movie that like Leonardo?
Giovanni's Room. Yeah, James Baldwin's book.
Oh, right. This is getting a little too off the rails. So you're Chobani.
Yeah.
I used to be a Dannon child.
I feel like
fruit on the bottom.
In an alternate universe, like we're dads to kids, we have Chobani, Dannon, Fage, Activia. And Activia is like the star child, the one we love the most.
I know.
All the other ones are so jealous.
They know. Yeah. And we're always, Activia's
Dannon is the one that we're always like screaming at because he's out of control.
But Dannon is the smartest, and we have to accept that. Activia's our little princess.
Yeah. And Faye's the baby.
Faye is... Well, we worry about Faye.
Yeah.
We worry.
Yeah, and as a result, we give Faye the most like attention.
Yeah,
you know,
it's tough love for Faye.
Yeah, exactly. And then Chobani is just like firm and sturdy, you know, and is definitely the one who's gonna like be the most successful in the long run.
Well, Chobani, they parent themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't helicopter over Chobani.
Chobani's the oldest. Yeah.
And Chobani's just seen it all. But they're durable. They're tough.
Yeah, and we know that, like, if we're busy, we're like, Chobani, handle Faye.
Yeah. But we're all hands on deck with Activia.
Yeah.
Well, she makes us laugh, honestly.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Just, like, shines the brightest.
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, what else is there to say? This is what she inspires in us.
Yeah, you know? She's turning into such like a ball buster. Yeah. She's very like, what is she giving these days? She's omnipresent. She's giving great interview, and she's kind of like serving Sue Sylvester.
I just saw her do an interview. Yes. I just saw her do an interview with Lindsay for press, and she was saying that she said in the first movie, which I love, that she went up to Lindsay day one and said, "I'm number one on the call sheet, so listen to what I have to say."
Wow.
And Lindsay just like said that, like she was like, that was like the first one, because I remember being like, oh, that is a good thing to know, like you set the tone, and then she also said, and also like, I just want you to know that, like, if you are when you do get to be number one on the call sheet or whatever, like, you set the tone, like, show up on time. Because I think she was also, like, trying to, like, teach Lindsay, who was, 15 at the time.
Wow.
Or whatever. Like,
who had already, by the way, been number one on the, like, so many call sheets at that point.
I was actually shocked.
Like, more than Jamie Lee Curtis.
I would have thought that Lindsay was number one on the call sheet in Freaky Friday, because, like, the movie, I would think, is greenlit because of Lindsay.
Right.
You know?
Who knows? But I love that for Jamie.
I also just, like, love that, like, Jamie is like, let's talk about that publicly. Like, she is very much like, what you see is what you get. She's everyone's mom. And
everyone's stern aunt.
Oh, my God. Oh, and the bear.
Oh my God!
Yes, that's like that. She chews up the scenery. In the bear, she is
the bear.
She is the bear.
Eating
she
everything
is a bear.
in her path.
It is truly And I also kind of love, there's nothing I love more than like a second life for, even though I felt like she wasn't taken seriously because she was in the like horror franchise for a while.
Right. Which they never are. Except now I feel like some of the best performances like are emerging and like that these are like the real girls. Like Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like Jessica Chastain. Like I feel like this, not that like a new generation, but like in the last 15 years, I feel like people are realizing that like so many of the best movies of the year are horror movies.
Well, horror is comedy. It's social commentary. It's the most up to date you can be. It sort of like sets the tone for where we are mentally, globally.
And it's also the most like, I feel like it's the easiest way to have, social commentary without it hitting you over the head in a way that's like, okay, you're trying too much. Like, I think that's why so many gays love horror too, because it's so much like about the other and how being afraid of the other, but it's not so like, look at this allegory that we're teaching you.
Yes.
You know?
And another reason why gays love horror, usually female led.
Absolutely.
Strong female lead.
Yeah.
And final girl.
Final girl. Yeah. Wow.
Well.
Okay, but there's been so much that has been said and not enough about the two of us.
Yeah. And Jamie Lee Curtis's career is nothing if not a reflection of our own. We will, we will become Oscar darlings in the second half of our lives, which are here.
So how do you make Jamie Lee Curtis all about yourself?
Well, this is so interesting that you were just talking about the first on the call sheet thing. So I have had the pleasure of actually being in Jamie Lee Curtis's presence once. She obviously would not remember this, and I don't think she said even a single word to me. But years ago, when I first moved to LA, someone I knew was like doing something down at Comic-Con back when Comic-Con was like
huge.
Yeah, a bigger thing, and it wasn't just
it
like
still
Marvel.
Huge?
I feel like it's like literally only Marvel, if that.
Yeah.
But so this was back when she was in a famous show called Scream Queens, which on paper is like a perfect television series. I feel like you and I should be in charge of like the reboot. The cast is
Ariana Grande, Keke Palmer, Jamie Lee Curtis,
Emma Roberts,
Abigail Breslin,
Leah
Michelle,
and Jamie Lee Curtis. Not to mention Glenn Powell was in that.
Yeah. And John Stamos. Yeah, let's move right along. Yeah.
But a really A-list cast and one that has like only grown in popularity since then too. So they were doing press for Scream Queens. So I was basically I was in like an area where I got to like experience like a few different interviews for a few different things. And at one point like the Scream Queens were like coming in and doing an interview there.
I can't believe I don't know. You met the Scream Queens?
I was present for a Scream Queens interview at Comic-Con.
Okay.
So, but that was the one I was most excited about because A, I was like really, I was really excited about the show, and B, like that cast is like a gay guy's wet dream.
Yeah.
So, their time was coming, of course, 1 minute early, or like, they're on such a strict schedule, but like 1 minute early, Jamie Lee Curtis comes stomping up, first in line, all the girls behind her, by the way. She's first on the call sheet, leading the charge, stomping down the hall, posture rigid, shoulder pads up,
she's so shoulder pads.
She's so shoulder pads, and if you were a woman, you would be too.
Oh, absolutely. I wish I was wearing shoulder pads right now.
I know. I would love to be wearing shoulder pads. They just seem really fun.
Yeah.
But so she comes in, grabs her mic, knows exactly like what to do, grabs her mic, sits down as everyone like piles in behind her. And there was one person in this cast, and I'm not going to say who.
I already know who.
That was late. And it seemed had been doing this all day. And they were all, you could tell, visibly frustrated.
You have to tell me off pod.
I will tell you off pod, but I will not tell you on pod.
Yeah.
I will tell you it wasn't our girl Keke Palmer.
Oh, I know that.
Obviously,
Keke
she was
is
right behind Jamie.
Yes, the
like,
most professional.
Shoulder pad and shoulder pad, you know. Like,
And I already know it's not Abigail Breslin.
oh. You don't, I'm going to confirm or deny.
Okay.
But Jamie sits down.
Yeah.
Total professional, knew where all the cameras were, knew, like, ready to work. She goes, can someone tell all those heifers to get in here so we can get started?
Jamie?
And then she said, and of course I say heifers with love. Okay. Literally us coded.
Wow.
She was joking.
Yeah, obviously because they're all like literally twigs.
But also, like, there was a degree of like, where the fuck is
well, don't
this?
play around. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
this is a job.
And she is number one on the call sheet. You're like in an interview with Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, do not fucking forget where she is on the call sheet, where she is in line. And I say heifers with love. It was a joke. So, like, I have to be clear about that.
Yeah.
But I do think that was so funny.
That is
and so us with love.
Literally so us, but also so like clearly they've been spending so much time together. They feel comfortable. And she's like marking her territory where she's like, remember who's the Scream Queen? Yeah. And you guys are vying. Yeah.
She was definitely marking her territory. She was in charge.
I like want to stop the pod right now to find out who that is because it's like it could be any of them. Minus Keke.
It could be any of them, couldn't it? Wow. And I just leave you to, go to bed at night.
Yeah, thinking about that.
And so enough about that. Yeah. But Tim, how do you make Jamie Lee Curtis all about you?
Well, we are two of a kind, as they say, because I also have been in a room with Jamie Lee Curtis. And this is my...
I feel like she's quite accessible.
She's very accessible.
Jamie Lee Curtis... will be on this couch very soon.
Oh, I would be terrified, but in the best way.
No, she gives great interview.
Oh, no, not like, but I'm saying like, just like wanting to like impress her.
She will disarm. Yeah. She will disarm.
Oh, both of her hands will be on our knees, just like making sure that we're like comfortable and safe.
Right.
But and that's a little tease for my story.
She's so hands on your knees, but not Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, and in not sexual way too either.
Yeah, of course.
Second week in a row, I'm telling you a story about CBS. But years ago, when I was working at CBS, we did a pilot where the lead was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Do I know about this?
You might not because it was like sort of a brothers and sisters-esque show.
Sure.
That, spoiler alert, did not go.
Yeah. Okay.
So, which is crazy. Like a pilot that led by Jamie Lee Curtis did not get picked up.
When so many bad things
seem
to make it to air.
But we had a pilot. We were going to do the table read on the floor of where we worked at CBS. And it was like this huge deal because Jamie Lee Curtis was coming. And it was also going to be with the president of CBS in the meeting.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
At the time.
Yes, exactly. And so her assistant, if you remember, the most intimidating woman of all time, the CBS president's assistant.
Oh, yes.
And I was always so terrified of her.
Uh-huh.
And she, like, my department, like, was like, okay, you're going to be in charge of, like, setting up the room and making sure everything is good to go.
Her and Jamie Lee Curtis would butt heads, I think. She
Jamie
has
Lee
more
Curtis
power
would be
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis would be scared of this assistant,
right?
And also like truly miss thing because she was stunning, and like I was always just like, you are the scariest woman I've ever met, and you're stunning,
right?
Like,
admirable.
But anyways,
yes.
So we were setting up the room, but I was really just doing what she told me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, I want you to take out there are going to be no excess chairs in this room. It's only the people who are supposed to be around this table. I don't want any like hangers on or people because Jamie's in this room or because the president's in this room. I was like, got it. So I took out all the chairs. And then she was like, and as soon as Jamie gets here and as soon as the president gets in, you leave. And I was like, yes, ma'am.
Whoa.
I was like she was taking it very seriously. And then 2 minutes before everyone arrives, she was going to stay in the meeting and like hold down the fort. And then of course, you know, president duties took her away. So she then she looks at me and she's like, looks like you're going to be me. You're sitting there. And then she like leaves. And I was like, and she was literally, she said, the last thing she said to me, and you know, I was terrified of her. She goes, don't make an impression. Which I was like, read me to filth. Like, I'm trying to make an impression, but also like, okay.
Don't make an impression. Whoa.
Such a
easy for you.
Well, I was just like, first off, like the most terrifying sentence to someone to say, walk out of a room. Don't make an impression.
Right.
And so then
I will know. If I hear a peep about you.
Also, like, she is someone who I feel like has cameras in this apartment. Like, yeah. I'm just always like, what do you, she always knew everything. Anyways, so I was like, okay, I'm not going to make an impression. Everyone slowly starts filling in, all the actors, everyone. Jamie Lee Curtis is there promptly, but she's doing her Jamie thing where she's like going around to the receptionist, going around to random people and just like saying hello.
Like giving them like nuggies.
Yeah, like very, you're being so psychic. You're being so psychic.
Stop.
Well, no, just so she's like saying hi to like the head of like casting and like the head of like alternative, all these random people that like somehow she knows. So then she finally comes into the room that we're waiting for and the thing can start. And it was like, she was like the mother of this like brothers and sisters-esque pilot, and she hadn't met her kids yet, so like there was like three like the actors playing her kids. And so then she decides to like, she comes in, she's like, oh, my kids. She goes around
my babies.
Truly, she's like, my babies, it's so nice to meet you.
She's so my babies.
So then she literally like has them at any of them. There's like 4 of them. She goes and then just kisses all of them on top of the head, like the wettest kiss on top of all their. She's going down the row, and I am the next person after like the actors stop, and then it's just me. And I'm like,
you see the train coming down the train.
Yeah, I see the train coming. She's giving everything. She's like, oh, like kiss,
no.
kiss, and then it's me. And like also, I am the only young person. Like it's all like very fancy executives, older, and then like young kids, and then just me. You know?
Oh my god! You're like, what do I do? Pucker up.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, open mouth, tongue out. And so then I'm like, but then I'm just hearing the president's assistant being like, don't make an impression. Don't make an impression. So I am staring straight ahead. I am not partaking in this experience, even though I want to be watching her make out with all of her kids. And then literally, I'm like, so I'm looking at, and I'm like, oh my God, she's like, what is she going to do? It's going to be so awkward. And also like, I could be one of the kids because I'm the same age as the other people, you know, and she's never met them like before. So it's like you could think that I'm just another late addition to the cast.
Sure.
And obviously I look like it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So then I'm like freaking out. Trying to, if anything, I'm like kind of turning away towards my boss, who's also in the room too. Yeah. So I'm like, my boss is in the room, like make a good impression. And then of course, because Jamie is Jamie, she's like, and I'm not going to leave you out, whoever you are. And puts the wettest kiss on the top of my head. And made me feel, you know, just very loved. So I've been kissed by Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wow.
And then I spent the whole rest of the meeting being so nervous that I made an impression.
Yeah.
Because then also the 3, like I kind of had 3 bosses, as you know, and they made a meal out of it. And so they're like, oh, you just made Tim's day. Like, oh, I guess Tim's one of the kids. So then like the whole rest of the meeting was like kind of jokes about how like I'm now in the pilot or whatever.
Your like career's on the line. You're playing Fage in the pilot.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. And so I was so nervous that would get back to her. But then I was also like, well, now I have Jamie in my corner. So like I'm safe.
Yeah. I've won Jamie over. Yeah. So now there's nothing you can do.
Jamie will go to bat. Once you are under like Jamie's
Mama Bear.
That's one of the
Mama
things
Bear Curtis.
Mama Bear Curtis. That was the thing I loved about her when Lindsay was going through her tough time. She would always do public interviews, Jamie, about like how nice Lindsay was, like how she cares for her, how she wants to do a sequel with her, and like she like. And Lindsay has talked about it multiple times about like how like Jamie was like one of the few people who would actually like call and check in on her throughout the years and make sure she was doing okay, and like really went to the president to like make sure that the sequel happened and like vouched for like she's just so Mama Bear in every way.
I love that. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so cute. You've been kissed by an angel.
I've been kissed.
You did lose your job that next week.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm no longer there.
And you've been blacklisted from Hollywood. But
truly, yeah. But I got kissed by Jamie.
Hey, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
An Oscar winner at this point.
I know.
Yeah, I think it was like the payout. She sucked your soul and won an Oscar.
She took my Oscar.
But not our Golden Globe, which we're going to win for the first best podcast.
Please vote for us.
Make Hollywood Foreign Press.
Yes.
I hope you're listening.
Oh my God. Yes. Actually, we should also say hello to the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're available. Tim's not available to see an A-list film any day of the week, but we are available to go to any and all of your events.
Well, that's sort of where I'm always available. I'm not available for an easy but if it's like you have to go to this screening where Nicole Kidman will be there, I will move heaven and earth.
Black tie.
Yeah, black tie.
Totally. Well, with that,
yeah.
Time for a break.
Yeah.
Welcome back. And it's time for our Diva Down. Mm-hmm. Diva Down, of course, is our final segment where we take a person, place, or thing that's currently really struggling and could use our advice, our unsolicited advice.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't ask. And
nope.
And our Diva Down this week is, of course, Late Night with Stephen Colbert getting canceled by CBS.
I started to jump in there, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to let you have this because it will just be a little mumbo jumbo.
Well, that being said, Stephen Colbert has, been on a few different things, and it's like the Colbert Report. It's like, what's
the
it
Late
called?
Show. Yeah.
But basically also like the late night a staple of late night getting canceled.
I know, it feels like the end of an era and like maybe the beginning of like who knows what's going to happen now with like Jimmy Kimmel and with the Jimmys.
Yeah. It could be the beginning of a very dark era.
Life without any Jimmys. Yeah.
Life without Jimmys.
Jimmy, such a straight name.
Absolutely so turn of the century.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and not this century.
No.
Very like, everyone's like, Jimmy, like very like gangsta almost. But the girls love Jimmy.
Yeah.
But he's a gangster. He's a rascal.
No, I was going to say Jimmy's a geek.
Oh.
That's sort of what I like.
Well, in this century.
Yeah. If you get a Jimmy. Yeah.
Yeah.
My advice is kind of what Stephen has already been doing. Because first off, I mean, this is such a bad decision on CBS and Paramount's. Even though they're claiming that it's like
money related,
but it just looks so bad optically after he came out against them for basically bribing Trump. And now it just it screams of, kind of censoring free speech.
Right.
But I think he is handling it, one, like a class act, but also two, in this sort of like fighting the man situation that is so fun.
A little bit.
And it's like him bringing out all the other like New York late night people to be in his audience and kind of like recreate the Coldplay couple.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yes.
And then also like telling Trump to go fuck himself. Like he is really like he is not holding back in a way that feels so nice.
Yeah.
And that my advice is literally exactly what he's doing, which is like literally keep going at CBS because I think it's like it's going to be a win-win for everyone in the such where it's like even though it's like maybe you don't want CBS to win, but like you'll win because your ratings will go up and will show even more how beloved you are, which is the ratings go up, which CBS will like.
Yeah.
Like people now it's like even more of appointment television to see like how you are going to react to this. And so then I feel like you're just going to get bigger and bigger. This is my prediction. You're going to, especially as it comes out a year from now.
Right.
And then CBS will have no choice but to bring you back.
Because financially, it makes sense.
And then you say no.
Ooh.
That's what I want. It's like you make yourself undeniable, and then you stick it to them, say fuck you, and then you go back to like you take over for the Daily Show.
I will say, make yourself undeniable. I love this idea of like going down swinging. It doesn't feel right. It feels very, very icky, and it's a little worrisome for the state of like entertainment as a whole if you feel like you need to censor what you're saying. But I love your advice of like making yourself undeniable and then having them like ask you back in a year and also saying no. And my advice is hire us.
Oh, okay.
Hire us.
I like the way you think.
Yeah. We will do whatever.
Yeah.
We will.
And 2 gay men are the price of 1 straight man.
Exactly. There has never been gay guys on late night before.
Nope.
Yeah, and I think it's time that we give us a chance to get behind the desk.
Yeah.
We are way cheaper than Colbert.
You wouldn't believe how cheap we are.
And we are
People have told us that many times.
Totally. And we are way more beloved and famous in so many ways.
Yeah.
I think America needs us now more than ever. They need our voices, our queer voices. And it's just a win-win for all involved.
I will picture, my pitch too is like picture the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Yeah.
In late night with 2 gay guys.
Totally. We're slinging couches, gay name or straight name.
We're obsessing over Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you can have all our IP, honestly. We will bring all our hijinks.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, okay. We're completely selling myself.
Yeah.
And we're Activia's future spokespeople.
Yeah, and we will have Cynthia Erivo on
the very first episode.
Cynthia Erivo would be our John Baptiste, you know?
Oh, well, see, that's the other thing. We won't need a band because I do so much singing.
Oh, okay.
And I never do the same song twice.
We're going to have to offline about that because I'm sort of thinking we're going to have Cynthia as she sings Goodnight at the end of every episode.
Every episode. Cynthia Erivo comes live into the studio every night as a favor, by the way. You won't even need to pay her. She just does it for us.
She loves us.
Yeah, she
Our
loves
first
us.
fan.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Yeah.
On that note, follow us if you don't already at Missing the Pod on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe if you somehow don't on
YouTube, please.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave us comments.
5 stars and above, wherever you can rate us.
Totally.
Cynthia, we look forward to when you are on our late night show.
Yeah.
With our
the house band.
I know, but that sounds like derogatory, like a house band. It should be like,
well, it's house a cappella in that, and we'll be doing. That's how we do it differently.
Yes.
It's me singing a cappella throughout the episode.
Yeah.
And then Cynthia Erivo coming out at the end of every episode and singing Goodnight.
Okay, so just go picture a world with that in it.
You've never seen Late Night like we're going to do it.
Okay, bye. We miss you.
Bye. Miss Thing Podcast is created, executive produced, and hosted by Greg Trimmer and Tim Zintek.
It's produced and edited by Benji Simons, with cover art and additional creative support by Claude Zines.
Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Miss Thing the Pod.
New episodes drop every Tuesday. Watch on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Please subscribe, rate, and review, but only raves. Strictly 5 stars and above.
Follow Greg at Greg Trimmer and Tim at Tim_Zintek on all social media.
BONK.